Good morning, everybody, to all our viewers on SpeedGaming Prime, and welcome to another matchup from the Zelda 1 Randomizer Rookie Rumble here in 2023. A matchup in the Armos division between 1-0 violina23 and Y Colin, of which this is their first race. Moon Risen Phoenix here bringing you this matchup. And joining me in the boat, it's time to talk cookies again with CD Improv. Good morning.
Good morning, though. You know, cookies for breakfast is a reach even for me. I was actually sneaking another bite of oatmeal very, very quickly, but
that's entirely fair.
I am incredibly excited for today's match because this is, as far as I know, Y Colin is our first Japanese Z1R runner. So that means we now have we have Sweden, France, we've got Japanese. I mean, we're getting there.
Just north of vanilla start for us today, and a potion shop's waiting.
Oh my gosh, and I love Y Colin's sprite. That is adorable. But all right, here we go. We're going to check some open caves down near Vanilla Start. I imagine they probably are going to follow a similar route for a little bit.
We've synced up our racers, and we are off and running northeast of Start. Hey, look, haven't we seen one of these before?
Maybe. I don't know.
The river, meanwhile. Really, game?
Wait, there's only one. There's one. That's not like 20 Lionels on the same screen. It's a single Lionel. I think we're okay with that. You can get past it pretty quickly. Y Colin had, I think, just done a free blue candle. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness! Finally, something that isn't a potion shop.
I mean, you know, we're both going to pick up candles before the minute mark, so that's actually really, really good for our runners. It's going to eliminate the need to go back to some of these screens when you eventually get around the overworld and find yourself a candle.
You love to find a candle in the first minute.
Yeah, this is like, oh, wow, I don't have to double. Oh, when we get a sword.
Are you?
This is
wow.
good.
Violina with the sword within 75 seconds. Meanwhile, Y Colin finding the Any roads.
Yeah.
Mountain.
This is not terrible. I mean, this is actually really good overworld map access so far. And I was about to say, if that was the Armos item, I would just be like, nah, we need to re-roll. This is too easy. Because, you know, you want the game to be a little bit of a challenge. Now, Y Colin is going to decide with the access to the top northeast corner of the map, she's going to go back, check some of these open caves looking for the sword, because generally, like, the sword doesn't always end up that close to your start screen, so you're wandering around looking for your weapon, and, you know, this time it's waiting back in the start zone.
Y Colin, meanwhile, in the northeast corner, what do we got here? We got our first level of the day, level 5.
Hey, this is not terrible. Level 5 could be fun, though generally... Oh. I take it back. Now, sadly, with the position of this level 5, there is no easy way for us to get that door open. If Y Colin could... If Y Colin had the ladder and could make it further past those those whiz robes, there is a way that the game could open it up from inside the dungeon, but we're a little bit key blocked in 5.
And wow, one Q3 with the Any roads. Violina's going to find.
Yeah, see, these are not terrible Any roads at all. These are great.
Absolutely not. Why call it in the Lost Hills Armos? First secret of the day. It's our medium secret, and hey, look, we need some ice cream this morning.
Yeah, this is finishing off the theme that we started last night. This is a little weird. I mean, we were totally hoping for slightly more than 10 rupees for a small secret, but again, at least it's not zero. Really nice screen scroll from Y Colin to make it over to vanilla level 5. Uses the candle to try and get these guys out of the way, but they're not cooperating.
Still manages to get it in there without incident. And level 8. Oh my goodness, what a spot for it.
Now, I don't know if we see, well, no, all right, she's gonna go back in. A common practice with runners is you do what's called a Rick 6. You walk in, you do about 6 rooms, you see what the enemy set is, and then you run away. Wow, what a nice bufferless clip from Y Colin to find the transport staircase.
Typical level 8 right there.
But yeah, so...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, for a little bit of background, I was checking the runners' race time records and such earlier. It would seem that Y Colin has run a little bit of vanilla in the past. So that would definitely help them out with, like, combat and knowing some of the mechanics of the game. So Violina's got her sword. She found level 5, found out that she was key blocked, and now she's also going to take advantage of these Any roads, putting her on the side of the map that have 3 Armos checks. One of the other things you want to do really early in the game is go looking for the free items. See what the game has given you to work with. And maybe get it to give you bombs.
Or hearts in this case.
Well, I mean, Zora wasn't being very kind, but... Alright, Y Colin is continuing to wander around 8. Oh, that Dark Knight room is not kind. It looks like she may have already cleared what she can without bombs or a sword. Violin is going to find another small secret.
It's 10 rupees at the very least, and White Colin off to the waterfall to see what's there.
Yeah, I like this one. Getting a little stuck in that corner. I hate when that happens. You're like, oh, I think I've got this lined up, so you start looking at your tracker, and then you look up, and you're like, oh, well, I'm hugging a wall. We're good.
Oh, gambling game under the Forest Armos. Maybe the East Forest Armos has our item?
I don't know. We haven't seen the Grave Armos yet, so we're, I think, 50-50, because Violina did get up to Death Armos. Hey, we got a heart!
And she gets it!
Yeah, good job, Violina. But yeah, so this is actually... Oh gosh, that screen with Lionel shooting Death Squad. Awesome. This is actually really good for Violina. One of the other flags at play with the Rookie Rumble set is that the White Sword is always going to be the White Sword. So with 4 hearts, Violina stands a chance of actually being able to pick it up. Sometimes the game's kind and it rolls to 4, sometimes the game is mean and it's 6. So we'll see when we get there. There's a Take Any Heart for White Colin.
That's near start as well.
And under a burn bush. You gotta love it when that happens.
Better secret.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh no, Violin a little too quick to try and get into that staircase. Back to start.
I mean, this isn't terrible. She's got a sword. There's things we need to burn over in the Dead Woods. Plus, we've got access to that side of the map via our any roads. So, yeah, not the worst thing that could happen. Y Colin is also going to head back towards the wood sword screen in these open caves. And hopefully, if she continues going to the Dead Woods, well, no, we're going to go burn Candle Row. If she continues going towards the Dead Woods, eventually she gets a sword. Violina is about to find the Take Any? Yeah, so this is 5 hearts for Violina, as Y Colin finds level 4 on Candle Row.
Southwest Candle Row, to be precise.
It's a nice... Oh. Yeah, I no bombs, no sword. You can't kill that with a candle, so just walk on through. Again, see what your enemy said. Empty rooms. I hate empty rooms. But yeah, see what you can kill. Oh, no, this is not the friendliest of 4s at the moment.
That's wow, that's rude. It's 9 a.m. Z1R. Come on now.
I don't know. For me, it's 8 something. Central time zone, best time zone. Alright, Violina's gonna bomb some of these caves open down near the start screen. Y Colin is gonna get stuck with this Gleeok. She's got a key. It looks like she's gonna maybe go, yep, she's gonna go right past that Gleeok. Oh, that's a free Triforce as long as she doesn't get hit by the evil ropes. Well, at least we know where it is.
You mean Landmola's Violina playing level 4.
Now, with a sword, Violina is going to be able to do a bit more in this level. And again, Y Colin, she's got a lot of overworld exploration. She has a lot of information about what's in some of these dungeons. So this isn't terrible. All right, this is not bad for her. It's just Violina at the moment has a slight advantage with, you know, a reusable form of weapon. There is the map. I'm gonna Sam the Eagle from the Muppet Show waving his arm.
Sure, I'll let you have that one.
I mean, I'm totally open to other options.
My brain right now is just going, I've had my caffeine, I'm happy, just commentate the match.
Your brain needs a 5th cup of coffee then. Ooh, hello, free key sitting on the floor with the whiz ropes.
Maybe some bombs to go with it?
Oh, she's got 7 right now.
7
and really
plus
good.
than me.
Really good use of trying not to get on the tile where they can fire at her. Now she's gonna get this shutter door open. I'm wondering if this is one of the rooms we've already seen. Meanwhile, Y. Colin is going back to the Any Roads. Yeah, this is that lovely pancake room. Now this could be a staircase.
It's got a chance, but she's got to be careful.
Yeah, this is not an easy room to fight those pancakes in. You can't get hugged because it will take away your heart, and you have to dodge around these blocks and spike traps. It's not the kindest thing. Though entering from the right side is a lot nicer than entering from the bottom, because it's almost like you have a little bit of an extra time just to be able to get out of the way. Y. Colin is going to see some hints down in the bottom southeast corner of the map. This is our staircase.
We're going to see our first item. Ladder in 4? Okay, somebody get the ice cream.
More
Seriously.
coincidence. Oh, we can make affogatos for breakfast. And if you don't know what that is espresso poured over vanilla ice cream. Num 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 num.
Now you're tempting me.
Num 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 num. But anyway, we gotta take any heart for White Colin. She's gonna be able to also have a chance to pick up that white sword when we find it. And since she's now burning all of the things over here in the Dead Woods, hopefully she continues up towards Death Armos, because the sword is in the open cave directly below. Oh my gosh!
Are you kidding me? The spare on the manhandler for the silvers in 4. Wow.
Good job, Violina. Alright, here we go. White Colin continuing to check open caves. Now, oh no, don't go to the grave. Don't go to the grave. Ooh, Sprint. That sounds delicious. We have a watermelon energy drink poured over some strawberry ice cream. That is beautiful. White Colin is going to head up towards the grave, but at some point she will run out of open caves, and that will force her in the direction of the open cave directly below Death Armos, where the wood sword is waiting.
Oh, that's not a fun room right there. That's a Gleeok in a... yeah, that Triforce can wait until later. If I'm Violina right now, I am happy that ladder enables the coast item, and... Oops, that's a door repair.
Have we even seen the coast item yet?
No, we have not, and that's a 21 rupee door repair.
Ow. Game, stop stealing our money. Go get your own. I mean, with another 100 plus secrets out there, it's not the worst thing, but, I mean, you know, we might want something shiny.
Ugh, back to back almost. That's not very friendly there, Dame.
Hey, White Colin's gonna find level 7. It is incredibly, like, purple jelly fuchsia-ish.
Indeed. And position of that one, Grave Potion Shop.
Alright, we got some bats. Now, if this is somehow a segment... Oh, we can't clear it because we don't have a sword. I was about to say, if this ended up being a segmented level, one of the funny things that tends to happen is that the map ends up moving closer to start. But we've got a couple of extra doors here, and White Colin can clear this. It's just going to take a couple of trips through the room because of the candle. And again, guys, it's not going to really... White Colin is doing really well with this candle. She's got a lot of overworld exploration already. So once she finds the sword, she's going to know exactly which dungeon she wants to go back to. So this isn't super terrible. Level 4, she knows she's got to go back there. Hopefully she goes back soon. Because having those silver arrows and that ladder are really, really good. Because one, you're only digging for a bow at that point, or any necessary items. You don't have to worry as much about like ladder blocks and things like that. So it would be helpful, but yeah, it's not going to hurt her that much yet.
To be fair, you love to see that near maximum medium secret. 39 rupees.
Well, there we go. We've got the 6th take any heart for the 6th heart pickup for Violina and White Colin at the exact same time. So they are. Oh, that's high five. High five, runners.
And Violina about to hit a medium secret here. My goodness.
White Colin, meanwhile, is heading up towards the. She's heading up towards one of the last open caves that she's got, which is the cave next to Vanilla level 9. Other than, you know, White Sword, the cave below Death Armos. So she's getting closer. She's getting closer to her sword.
My goodness. I gotta ask you, CD, these two are these two are rookies. This is an impressive start by both runners.
Yeah, this is well, that's what I was saying about the race last night. I wouldn't have looked at either of those guys and been like, oh, they're just learning this game.
Absolutely not. And again, tonight, incredible start.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Now, Violina, I think, forgot for a moment that she's got the ladder. Because she can get away from the gravity hands and the bubbles. You bait him out of the wall, step out into the
nope, not that one.
Anyway, White Colin's gonna up an A. Hopefully, well, we gotta check. I think she might have to check vanilla level 1 and the open cave at the desert. But now that she's going left, I'm hoping this means she's going over towards the Death Armos, because on her tracker that would be 2 screens she hasn't looked at yet. Oh, look, we got a map.
Cactus?
Alright. No. I mean, yes, you can totally say it's a cactus. I will not limit your cactuses.
It seriously looks like a cactus.
Well, yeah, kind of. I was gonna say it looks like an industrial stapler.
Sure, I'll give you that one. Actually, I will. Yeah, I like that one better.
Alright,
the sword for White Colin.
Beautiful. Alright, now let's see which of these many, many levels that White Colin decides to go back to. We haven't seen 1, 2, 3, and I don't think we've seen 6 or 9. Hey, there we go. Good Triforce pickup for Violina. I don't know that we go back into this level 7 just yet, having not found 1, 2, 3, 6, or 9.
Yeah, there's plenty more exploration to go, and Violina's headed right to 1Q6 to find out what's here.
Yeah, I like this. She's going to finish up her overworld exploration in this area. If you need to come back, 7's not going anywhere. It's going to hang out. But there are smaller dungeons that have a better, what is it, profit-loss ratio than giant bulky 7. Ow, 29 rupee bombs game.
I mean, it's better than last night, but that's still not fun.
I mean, it couldn't have given us like 2. 2 would have been fantastic. Looks like, where are we going? Death Mountain, maybe? Or are we going back into 7? No, we're skipping 7s more. Alright, White Colin, meanwhile, continuing to look for these smaller, happier dungeons. Though, you know, if they end up with whiz robes, then we've got an issue. There's now a monkey throwing bombs at us in chat.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
hey, level 3!
Level 3 at the desert shop. Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, bunnies aren't terrible. I mean, again, this is a smaller dungeon. This is not the worst thing that could happen. We've got some bats. Having to kill a few bunnies, we can deal with that.
Just so long as we don't have, you know, back-to-back bunny rooms and stuff. Oh, level 1! There we go. Western Debt Mountain.
See, all the small levels, we're just hiding really, really well. We've got some Landmos. Or actually Muldorms, because my brain just gets those two confused all the time. But fire ropes, who are nice and calm. Can take those out easily. Heart on the floor.
No problem there. That's one of the floor items out of the way.
And, oh, there's the Triforce for Violina. Now, she knows this is 3. It's really, really small. The enemy set is not horrible. She's gonna keep continuing to clear until she finds the 2 items. Plus, you never know, keys and all that stuff are also really good.
That immediately takes the bunny room out of the equation. Triforce pickup for White Colin, level 3.
Alright, now I imagine she's gonna go back in. And at least see if there's a path around that key door. No, we're gonna keep going.
This could be an item for Violina in level 1.
Unless we are somehow segmented, yeah.
Segmentio could be a play. Oh.
Well, it's okay. She's got an open door. So if this doesn't end up opening the door, plus you can also block clip into that staircase. Hey, white sword. There we go.
Oh, wow. Where was it? Forest Potion Shop. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Ooh, well, we got a raft. It might be useful. We're still missing quite a few things, like 2, 6, and 9.
Hey, a raft might not be firewood today. How about
Yeah,
that?
you never know. Maybe there's like a nice take any over there, or another large secret, or Hey, there's level 2 down on the coast.
Why Colin's gonna be happy about that one? Oh, and it's
Okay.
segmented.
I would have picked up the bombs before going through the staircase, but it's okay. That was, again, really nice block clips here from Y. Colin. Violina is gonna find... She's already been on the other side of that room. We're gonna get a ladder clip here. Really nicely done from Violina. This is something I have a terrible time with in this game, so major props there.
Yeah, same here. This is impressive.
Oh, Korea's, but this white sword is actually like perfectly timed because that means a lot less stabbing of these jerk faces with boomerangs.
And less pain with the sniper squad today. And bomb pack there.
Got a really nice clock for Y. Colin, which helped clear that room.
Oh,
Hey.
And wow, Violina must be ecstatic right now. That's a recorder in one.
I mean, we don't know if it's necessary yet, but it's definitely useful, especially if you end up dipping some of these dungeons, leaving items behind, and then later on need to go back. Violina's gonna go ahead and pick up the Triforce, but I imagine we're going to see her go back in. Oh no, never mind. She got the recorder, the heart, and a raft. I need more tea. I was looking at Y. Colin's screen, and I forgot. I was like, all right, we already got that toy.
That's an interesting little... Well, it's not that segmented.
I mean, it is a teeny tiny bit. That's not terrible. It's not like broken in 4 different pieces.
Yeah, there's no crumb against cookies today.
Oh, I mean, I'm actually making cookies today, so.
That's wow.
Ooh, really good. So Y. Colin's actually up to 255 rupees at this point. I know that we have seen a blue ring, so I'll be curious to see if she goes ahead and picks up that nice, wonderful piece of jewelry the next time we get a chance.
Key drop in the quad BMOS room. That's not too bad.
More highway robbery bombs. We're just gonna be like, we're gonna leave that guy alone and just keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna also leave that Patra alone. Of course, it's hiding a key, but
I think on the way back through the room, we're gonna see Y. Colin do a very quick dip, grab that key, and then run for the hills. Yep. All right, wait for the expando. Go get the... Oh, he's being a jerk. That was our key, buddy. All right, here we go. Continuing on, we know where the Triforce is. I don't know that we've seen any of the items here in 2. Alright, we're gonna clear these stealth houses while we bomb south. That's a little bit more extra money and some hearts. The rupee boss is hiding our Triforce. No, Y. Colin is not gonna clear the room. She's gonna leave that 1 rupee, then walk out, which is going to read, like she actually killed the rupee boss, so the Triforce will be sitting on the floor when she goes back in. Take out some more of these gorillas, because again, we haven't found the item yet. It's 22 minutes in. Violina has silvers and the ladder, but as far as Y. Colin knows, everything is still missing.
Until now.
Red candle. We got a red candle. That's reusable forms of offenses in rooms with bubbles, so we picked that up. And we're being told by Lorgon in chat that there was a power bracelet somewhere in level 2.
It was in the room right before the red candle, in fact.
Oh, alright. I missed that. Alright, back to bombing of the coast, while Violina is going to go ahead and bomb some more Death Mountain. We're still missing level 6 and level 9.
We're also missing knowledge of a coast item, but that might not be the case for much longer.
Yay! Except for the person with the ladders on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem there, isn't it?
Only if it's something we actually want. If it's a boomerang, then we don't care. Well, I mean, there are some people who really enjoy boomerangs, but I'm not going to go out of my way to pick one up if it's the coast item.
We're about to find out. Coast Cave, another door repair. Goodness. What do we have? We've got a heart container.
I mean, I might come back for that if I'm close to being able to pick up the magical sword, or if I am world wrapping. Well, I don't world wrap, but or if somebody's world wrapping to get back to the other side. Ah, 93 rupee key. Now, in White Colin's case, I'm just hoping we maybe run into a shop where she actually wants to buy something before the door repairs steal the rest of our money.
Yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of the door repairs happen to be in Death Mountain. Violina's cleared all of it, so...
Well, that's good for... Yeah, and she still got 215 rupees, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, sure. And Southwest Corner with her last bomb. That might be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, we're in a screen full of bomb droppers.
True. They might be friendly.
And, you know, hey, there we go. We got tons of money, so we could buy some of those highway robbery bombs if we have to.
Yeah.
Y Colin is about to get her Armos heart right here. So we are definitely doing all right on the health scale. And yeah, unfortunately, Malkyr, the person with the potions letter, it's on the other side of the world. Hey, there's the hints. Now, if I'm Violina, I go ahead, I do a safety save, and then I go back and buy the hints. Or we're just gonna buy them now.
She's going for it. What do we have?
Where is the library in Spanish?
Indeed.
Dig Dogger has a boomerang, so 5. And Afida, oh, we're power bracelet blocked.
Yeah, but Y Colin has a power bracelet, but which dungeon is it?
6. It's either 6 or 9. It's either got to be 6 or 9. These are the only 2 things we haven't found yet.
You're right.
Alright, so this will be interesting. Now, Y Colin does have to make it back around to level 4. And yeah, I wouldn't like that news either. I'd be like, game, you couldn't put it all somewhere where I could get to it. But here's the thing, Violina's doing the rest of her checks. She's headed in the direction of the coast, which is where level 2 is. Level 2 is not large. It wasn't a terrible enemy set. She's going to get her white sword if she continues clearing this forest. So it's not going to be long until she's got that power bracelet.
The only problem is that she's short on bombs.
Yeah, but it's the first cave.
True.
As long as she doesn't go to the right first and bombs to the left, she's about to find level 2.
She's also about to find the white sword.
Yay! Oh, hey, there's 6.
6 is the power bracelet block, so it's likely. Oh, and there's level 3 for Violina. So level 6 has a high probability of having a magic boomerang, and there it is.
Oh, it does. It's right there. Y Colin's like, I'm gonna go get it. Now, this is my favorite boomerang in the game because it reaches the entire distance of the screen.
I know of at least one high-profile racer that shares your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got a different opinion, which is the nice thing. You wouldn't want everybody to think the same.
Okay, so this is the transport that Pat was guarding, and Y Colin's just gonna go, yeah, that transport, yeah, you can keep it.
Alright, Y Colin's gonna clear one of the orange robes, duck back out of the room because the blues were crowding the door. Ooh, good clock.
That's clutch right there. You'll love it.
Yeah, that was... Oh, the fairy's even better. Because now we have full health in a Wizrobe dungeon.
Yeah. Actually, very friendly seat so far.
Don't say that too loud. We still don't know where the bow is.
True. It might be in 7.
Oh, we don't want to go back there. That was a very easy Triforce.
Yeah, it was. It's 7.
You know what? I don't go by the whole never whatever 7 thing. If there's a dungeon out there with a decent enemy set, I'm gonna go back in, though it's gonna be last if the game gave me the Triforce 3 or 4 rooms in.
Considering this time it is 7, I suppose the never 7 thing is going to be...
Hey, heart on the floor in 6.
So those are both of Y Colin's items in 6. Find a Triforce, get the heck out of there.
Yeah, she's oddly not... Oh, poor Violina. This room is just not kind. Now, it's going to yield her... What was in 3?
We haven't found an item there.
Heart. Yeah, we saw a heart in 3.
Oh, just a heart. Alright.
I don't think we saw anybody clear the bunny room, but I'm trying to remember if there was an item on the floor. Because Y Colin found a floor heart and then left level 3, so I don't think we've seen the staircase item here yet.
Love the patience by White Colin to get through to that room, but it turns out there's not much good in there.
Well, I mean, it's information. She's going to try to bomb north. We're unfortunately not going to be able to. She's going to try the other sides because we're in... So, we're in what could be the center of the level, but in this case, it's a whole bunch of garbage, and it looks like we've got to go through the Patra transport staircase.
I don't know what's more fun, that or taking a stick in the eye. What?
That was
the heart container.
Alright, there's the heart container for Violina. Okay. Yeah, see, clear that. That could actually be really good for us.
That could be our other item here.
Now, Violina, very wisely, is going to use the barrier blocks in the room to her advantage, because you can stab straight up through there. Good job with the buffer clip. Oop, oh. Well, he's not cooperating the second time. But Violina's going to go ahead and reset the room. I would think about, if I know where the Triforce is in 3, I would think about maybe picking it up and then going back into that room.
She did die in this room earlier. This turns out to be the Triforce. It might just be. There it is.
Yeah, I would pick that up. Get the health refill. There you go. And then get back to that orange dark nut room with as much of the health as you can. Now, the lag in there isn't really going to help you, but as long as you keep the buffer blocks between you and those orange dark nuts, you can actually stab up higher. So they won't be able to get to you, but you'll be able to take them out. And then just use that door to your advantage while you are clearing the rest of the room. Like, if they come down too close to you and you don't think you can get Hey, you found 9! If you don't think you can get the immunity for the iframes, then just duck back into the door and wait for them to go away.
So that's all of our dungeons.
It is! Now we just need this, thing called the bow.
Yep. It's not a 9, we know that.
Yes, important items cannot be a 9 in this flag set, but alright, here we go, Violina. Now, we do have to get back through this room. It'd be really kind if they dropped Violina some bombs. And that's actually not all of the dungeons for both of our runners, because Y. Colin still needs to make it up to Death Mountain in order to find level 1.
Yeah, but we as commentators have knowledge of all dungeons.
Yes, we know where they are. Alright, here we go. Oh, looks like we're going to use the key first and avoid this room if we can help it. I also don't dislike that. Unfortunately, it's going to be a room that cannot be the transport staircase, but maybe it's going to give us a key.
Key refills are always nice. Either that
It's helpful. I mean, or bombs. Bombs would be also really, really nice, because we have 0 bombs, 0 keys at the moment. Y. Colin's going to refill at the fairy fountain.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's trying to can a key. I like this play. Or at least I think that's what Violina's trying to do. I don't know how many stabs she has on the orange dark nut, and you've got to be really certain.
I believe it's...
I think she needs 1 or 2 more. I'm not sure.
She
but
needs
getting it
one
set
more.
up is a little difficult. Especially with that block right there. Oh! Well, it's alright. We got a key, and there's an open door, so, you know, this isn't bad.
Could have been much worse. Like Colin.
Oh, we do not clear that. Just run.
No,
Just run.
We ignore that.
We don't clear that either. Just run.
That's unpleasant, game. Come on now.
There's another. Alright, we clear this because it could drop us something shiny. Bombs would be great. And I have a feeling, again, that we are looking for, we are looking for that the reverse C staircase.
Yeah, that room with the orange darkness seems very promising at this point. Thank goodness for the ladder.
Hey. Yeah, the ladder's nice. It gets us access to the room below without having to clear those blue dark nuts. Y. Colin is going to C7. She's continuing to check her power bracelet locations. She's going to go ahead and buy really highway robbery expensive bombs. I like this. She's headed up in the direction of level 1. As soon as she finds level 1, that should be the last thing that she needs. And it's only a couple of screens away. Oh, alright. Well,
Unfortunately, that has potential as well.
I don't know which I like better, the bunnies or the orange darknet room. I think as far as safety, I would have cleared the orange darknet room because again, I can use the barrier blocks to my advantage.
White Colin getting very close to
Yeah.
level 1. Meanwhile,
Ooh, arrow purchase. That's good.
not a bad idea.
I mean, she hasn't gone back to level 4 yet, so she hasn't gotten the silvers out from underneath that manhandla.
Now,
And yeah, I think I agree with equations 19. I would go first for the dark nuts because of the safety of those barrier blocks and the door as opposed to the bunnies.
Now, a couple of questions here for Violina. Do you go back to 3, or do you check the that forest potion shop that you left open as White Colin finds level 1 meanwhile?
I'm hoping she's going to check this, get her white sword, and then find some bombs because she needs level 2.
Turns around. Where's she headed?
Bomb droppers. She's going for bombs. Oh no! Well, okay, so here's the good news. We've got level 3, a screen below. White sword is 1 screen below this, Sam. She's just got to burn this bush and she'll be able to pick it up. But the problem is that level 2, one of the last levels that, actually possibly the last level that Violina needs to find is on the coast at that first bomb spot, and she no longer has the bombs to be able to go check it.
She's got the money to buy the bombs, though.
I mean, I don't know that I would. She's headed in the direction. There's a bomb shop over here somewhere. As White Colin is going to find the staircase here in 1. Try to get the clip off because she got a clock. I think she got a clock, or she just didn't go close enough to the wall to kill the grabby hands.
White Colin with the raft, 35 minutes in.
Yeah, we already know that it's not going to be useful, sadly, today. It's just a nice bundle of firewood for your 4th of July, post-4th of July camping trip. Yay, bombs!
There we go. And there's the letter.
Yay, okay. Letter is good. Letter gives you the ability to buy potions. That is very, very nice, especially if you end up with like a Whiz Rope 9. And yes, to answer your question in chat, we have seen the magical sword, but I don't think I remember where.
Neither do I, unfortunately.
I think I saw it on Violina's side, but I don't remember which screen, because we had a bit of a busy race today. It's good. Now, Violina's going to be able to pick up the Coast Heart, and then hopefully loop back around and go do some bombing. So I'm wondering if we're actually going to get a raft check from Violina, since she's still missing level 2. Yeah, looks like we are. There's going to be the recorder for White Colin. Now, I would have cleared all of those guys, just to make sure I don't get Slaymood on the way back. Well,
oops.
It's okay. It's okay, Violina. We've all done it.
Yep, we absolutely have.
You think it was within 32 screens of start. Thanks, Red.
Yep, that's... wow, okay.
Some early morning math and geography humor with Fred Coughlin. Yay. And very true. She wasn't going back anyway, but she was beating herself up a little bit there as she started dancing. Again, we've all been there. We've all done it. Don't do it again, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, she was thinking about it, but then it's like, oh, wait a minute. Nope.
And I swear, we have, I think, at least on one of the runner's side, seen a blue ring.
I know we've seen one. I just don't ask me where.
I mean, I've got all the levels marked on my tracker, so that was pretty good. Let's see, level 1, by the way, looks like a buzzard. All right, level 9 found for Violina.
Fortunately, the only one she hasn't found yet, other than level 2, is level 6.
Well, she'll find that shortly. She's actually about to find 5 here, as White Colin gets the Triforce at a level 1.
Ooh, key
I like
purchase.
this. I like this a lot. This is a very expensive key, though.
93 rupees? Yeah, that's fairly pricey, but you take those.
Okay. Apparently, she already knew that 5 was up there. Oh, Spiky. Spiky wasn't guarding anything. Sorry, White Colin. And we're now back to pretty close to max money for Violina. No, we're at max money.
We're at max money. She actually left 30 rupees of that large secret on the floor.
Now, did Violina see 5? Has she been in 5? Because 5 was all the way in that top northeast corner. And 6 is under the power bracelet, which she can't find yet until she finds level 2, but she's checking all of her remaining overworld spots, so she'll get there eventually. She's about to find level 8 right now.
Yep. That level was, that thing is buried, and that's a pirouette attempt, I believe. Yes, it is. And there's your entrance.
I'm wondering if Wycolin didn't realize she walked over a heart. But she's checking her tracker right now. Because that can happen with floor items. If you're in a room with a bunch of enemies, you get bopped into something and you don't know what in the heck it was.
I love the backup strat there.
Yeah, that was really good from Violina. She's like, alright, I'm going to bomb this, and we're good to go. Now, did Wycolin... She got the Triforce out of 1, right?
Pretty sure she did. I might be like...
We're gonna find out the next time we see... we're gonna find out the next time we see her pause screen.
Yep.
Alright, Chad is saying that they did grab the try, so we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she picked it up. Thank you, chap. This 8 is, bunnies and dark nuts, oh my. Now, this is totally where I would put the bow.
Or, nothing.
Or a red ring. Red ring would be nice.
Red ring and 8? Yeah, I'd hide it there. Oh. Oh boy.
And quite possibly unpundone. A lot of times, if there's not like a reason to put a transport staircase somewhere, you can have them go like one room up, one room to the side, a little bit diagonal. It's amusing. Alright, we are on Beep Strats. I'm actually wearing a shirt by Beep Strats that has a row of heart containers that's down to Beep Strats, and it says get a life below it. I figured that was very fitting for early morning Zelda.
Right, wow, okay. Never
Come
heard
on,
of this.
Moon, you gotta have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm trying to keep my composure here, to be fair.
I'm trying to make you laugh, so one of us is going to win.
Yeah, one of us is definitely going to win, and if this keeps up, it's going to be...
I mean, I'm sleep deprived and I'm highly caffeinated. This is a great combination, as Violina's going to go ahead, check her map, and figure out where she wants to go in this level 8.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You and me both, CD.
I mean, your 4 or 5 cups of coffee definitely beats my single cup of tea.
Oh, absolutely. But...
Oh, though Violina last night did in the Twitch chat did tell us to make sure we ate something really tasty for breakfast. So what did you eat for breakfast, Moon?
I had some granola bars. My standard, really.
Okay. I'm working.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, it's okay. We're good. I mean, there's a... Oh, no. We got a potion, though, so we're all right.
That was interesting. And... Oh, you still don't try to clear this.
No, I don't touch that room until the game tells me I have to. I like the fact that she potioned to make sure she lived through the room.
Indeed.
We're gonna get a recorder lake check here from Wycolin.
Gambling game.
Now, I'm trying to remember what levels she may or may not have seen yet. Because I know she's seen 4. She found it first. Well, I mean, Lorgon, that's all the more reason to eat breakfast for dinner is we're gonna find... Oh, look, it's the bow in level 8. Yeah, game.
Chat called that one.
This is good. We got a bow. We've got silvers. We know where everything else is, except for 2 and 6 for Violina, because she needs to get the power bracelet out of level 2. So no, not quite go mode. She still needs to find, oh good, and it's perfect timing to get the shutter door open, but she still needs to find level 2 on the coast in order to get the power bracelet to find level 6 underneath the power bracelet. So we're getting there.
Short of level 6, these power bracelet checks are not friendly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious as to what Colin is still looking for.
And to be fair, chat, I don't dream about the bow in 7. I have nightmares about that stuff.
All right, here we go. We got a bat room, bat NSUs. Now, if I'm Violina, I think I still dig some of this 8. If I come across the Triforce, like, I'm gonna pick that up. If I come across a really good item, oh no, run.
Yeah, you ignore this room.
Don't clear that until the game tells you must. I like the use of the arrows on the bunnies, it's good. I would take it exactly one step further, walk back out of the room, see if the game will give you something like a bunny again instead of the blue dark nut. Nope, it took one of the oranges out.
It's better than nothing, right?
If it keeps doing that, I am perfectly okay with that. Take it down to as few dark nuts as you possibly can. Yeah, see, this is good. Now we got one of the dark nuts.
Fortunately, you left a heart there, but I can understand the play. Why calling in the 6? And
I would have almost grabbed the clock, but it's okay. Yeah. This is about to be a bunny.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Hey, we got a heart.
Wow, there's a second item. Man, everything's coming up for our runners here.
Alright, so Colin has to get through this Patra. This is an ellipsis-y Patra, so this isn't terrible. She's gonna choose to go back into 6 first. She still needs the Triforce here, so this makes perfect sense. We've already seen both items. We just need the Triforce. Well, yeah, but Malkia, the reason she's here is because she only needs the Triforce. She's also got to go back into 5, which is right around the corner. She's got to go back into 8, which is in the opposite corner. Get this out of the way first. Get your Triforce. You've already seen both items. Get the heck back out of 6, because who wants to hang out here much?
That is T through. Another NSU for Violina. At this point, she just wants to find a Triforce and get out of here.
Well, I don't know. She might, being missing 2 levels, she might know that she's going to need an item at this point, because she's cleared a lot of the overworld. Oh, that's a terrible room. Game. We're gonna hopefully get, yes, good job. We're gonna get the potion off.
Now, what if she goes?
Oh, really good clock, by the way. She was standing on top of the clock as she took the potion, but with the fireballs and the Wizro beams in the room, I still think the potion was a good call.
Oh my goodness.
And it's the compass, that's perfect.
Yeah, if Violina went right, wanting to explore a little bit more, but that pattern in the face, that's just a no thank you game, bye-bye.
Alright, Violina is like, no, I'm leaving this terrible, terrible lag room. And now we just have to survive. Get the potion ready, maybe. Oh, no!
No!
She almost got the stab off to be able to get through that second Gibdo, but unfortunately the game's like, nah.
Yeah, that you take a few seconds to recompose and just, yeah, she's back here later.
I mean, I can agree with that. She's got the compass, she's got the path. But it's just unfortunate. I think there was also a bop from the floor in there somewhere, which did not help matters much.
Yeah.
Alright, Y Colin is headed in the direction of the Triforce. Which oddly, oh. Well, maybe Y Colin forgot that there's a blue boomerang in here? Now again, this is incredibly late at night for Y Colin as she's joining us from Japan, so, you know, it could just be, she's a little tired.
Second hint shop. Oh!
Hey!
Red ring in 3, hello!
Give that back! Yeah, this is a fully segmented 6, this is bad. I mean, neither of our runners really need to go back into 3, which is sad. But it would be really nice.
I mean, if I'm Violina, you know, 3 isn't too rough.
Yeah.
For a red ring, I'd go back.
Maybe. Maybe, especially since we don't have the money for the blue ring anymore. But in Y. Colin's case, I think Y. Colin may have forgotten that she's already gotten the floor item and the staircase item out of this level 6. Again, this is something that oh, look at this lovely shape. This is like one of those you go to the doctor's office and they have like a brain model sitting on a little stand. Moon?
Yes, CD?
I was waiting for you to respond, so I took a bite of my breakfast.
That's entirely fair. There, and Violina back in level 3.
Ah, go get it! Go get it, Violina! It's under those orange dark nuts or those bunnies.
We know what she wants.
She wants it under the bunnies.
Yeah, there's also this.
I mean, maybe Y. Colin didn't realize she picked up the compass? Oh wait, oh, we gotta go the other way. There you go, go the other way. That is never going to be a push block room. 1, the shutter door is closed. 2, the Gleeok fireballs screw with push block operations, so Fred has removed that from the game. So if you see a Gleeok in a potential push block room, just walk on past it unless that room can have a floor drop, or you need to open the shutter. Alright, White Sword is gonna make this a lot faster and get us some extra bombs. Oh jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Good dodging.
I'm not sure I would have made that move, but Violina's making it work.
Alright, Colin has realized that she has the compass. So again, that is a 3 blue Wizrobe room. Thankfully, she's got 7 bombs, and it's the red ring. Woohoo! Alright, good bomb usage. Oh, potion. Alright, Violina is now armored to the gills. She's got bow, she's got silver, she's got the white sword, she's got a red ring, and a ton of hearts. Where are we going next?
Yeah.
Other than the fairy fountain.
At this point, if I'm Violina, I'm feeling pretty good.
She's going to use one of my favorite tricks in the entire game, and she's going to up a save or up a retry as Y. Colin gets the Triforce out of 6. That's very good for Y. Colin. She's not done in this level. She doesn't have to come back. And she has, I believe, a key for level 5, because we were key blocked from level 5 unless you can do a ladder clip. Violina now has the ladder, and is heading in the direction to the coast, so this is good. And she's gonna go one more screen and find level 2, which has that power bracelet she's gonna need for level 6 in it.
We've got 2 items in level 2 as well. One of them essential, the other one, a nice thing to have.
I mean, you know, it's a quality of life upgrade. Good clock for Y. Colin. She still has beam swords, so she's gonna be able to finish clearing this room out. Now, the funny part is if this room has a drop, it's gonna be in the outside of the room. Because I believe 4 is on the inside of the T, 5 is on the outside of the T. Violina finds her transport staircase. And is rewarded with more Wizrobes. Blah.
Why, game?
Because we can. Now, if I'm Y. Colin, I get to that right side door. She's got, okay, red candle is a good call. Try to kill them from the bottom door is also a valid strategy. Oh, see, I was backwards again, Brian. That's what happens when you're dyslexic. I just usually know it's not the one I'm standing on. It's like, oh, really? Thanks, game. No.
Ooh.
Good, Violina. Good.
Wow.
She thought about it, but she's headed in the direction of that power bracelet and red candle.
Actually, it's right here.
Yeah, this is good. She might just grab that power bracelet and be like, nah, I'm done, bye. There you go.
There's one of them.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna go down one more room, find that red candle. And then we can grab the Triforce and leave 2 behind. See, this is the nicest 2 ever. You walk in, do a couple of rooms, you get a necessary item and a quality of life upgrade, your Triforce, you're done.
And we've got a tie game. 4 Triforces apiece.
Yeah, see, think the thing that's not necessarily tied is the fact that Violina has the bow. She has the silvers. She has the power bracelet, which will be blocking her from level 6, and she knows that a level is behind a power bracelet if she remembers the hint that she's already bought.
Yeah, she's
in the driver's seat, as somebody else would say.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean that you know, Y Colin is out of this. Violina again still has to go back into 8, 6, 5. We've got to get the Triforce out of 4. There's that lovely and wonderful other boomerang in level 5.
And it can stay there.
Yeah, we don't need that. We're just gonna leave it alone. We're gonna see, let's see, what was in this cave? I don't think Violina actually made it into this cave before. We're gonna leave that heart on the coast.
Checking our map for the power bracelet spots, I would guess at this point.
Okay, this is mean. I think we actually have to go... Wow, we have to go through another key door. This might either be a transport staircase or there was a door to the top, or maybe a bomb wall to the top of that moat room.
Violina saving, taking the any roads. I like this play. Well, depending on where she's going with it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe she's like, wait, I'm near 2 power bracelet locations. I should go poke these.
That's precisely what she's thinking. You see, one of us has consumed a reasonable amount of caffeine, and the other one has not.
Nah, I've just played this game for far too long. You're looking at it going, because that's exactly what I would have done. I would have been like, where do I want to go? Walked in and been like, oh yeah. Alright, where are we whistling to? And yeah, I think we have to actually go up and through that door right there. So, I mean, it's unfortunate for Y Colin. She used an extra key or two, but thankfully we, oh jeez, have one left, and we're just gonna walk straight through those evil nope ropes.
Yeah, you leave those danger noodles behind.
Yeah, alright, Violina's gonna go ahead, refill at the fairy fountain. Oh, jerk faces.
Yeah, this 5 has been unfriendly at best. And Y Colin doesn't want anything to do with that place anymore, and I blame her.
She's gonna have to go back in, but maybe she'll duck back into 2 and pick herself up. Oh, 3, there we go. Perfect. That's where you are. Go to the fairy fountain first. I have a feeling she's still looking for some necessary items. If she goes into 3, it's not going to be a necessary item, but it will definitely help with all of the dungeons that she has remaining, especially the Moldorm. No, Moldorm?
Landmola.
Landmolas, and I was actually thinking of the Manhandla in level 4 that's hiding our silvers.
There's the magical boomerang. Violina says, do I need this? Nah.
Nah. Alright, we're gonna clear this lovely moat room, because every so often the game likes to throw our Triforce in the middle of one of these. Violina... Yeah, she's gonna be okay walking through that patch, but I don't think she needs to actually do that. Does she need to go to that side for the Triforce?
I think so.
I mean, with the red ring, she's gonna be able to just walk right through that. We've got a potion purchase here for Y Colin. Okay, we're gonna duck back into level 7. I like the fact that she's going back into 7, but here's the thing, if she digs it for an item, it's just gonna end up being a lot of wasted time, but we know that it is. She does not.
Best case scenario, Y Colin finds the any key, and that's one less headache.
All right, and Fred's mentioning in chat that yeah, I do remember 6 being segmented. I just don't remember. He's saying that he does believe that the Patra stair was likely required. And again, Violina can just walk right through it.
Oh, nothing doing there.
Because she's got the red ring. She's got enough health.
And now she's also found boat items, so she knows this. Oh, not going that way.
I mean, you don't want to walk through the Patra.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not something you're like, hey, let me go face tank a Patra.
But at this point, I think she's found out that, and especially now, oh, yeah, she wanted out, but now she's got to beat up on some gels.
And yeah, to answer a comment in chat, we aren't sure if Violina made it up the stairs to the top northeast corner to find level 5, but we'll find out if she goes back to checking overworld locations. I mean, one of the Any Roads took our runners up there really early, so there's a chance she did it while we were watching something else happen on another screen, but we'll know that in a little bit. Yeah, Triforce she's going to go down, over, and then up a couple of times. And thank you, Billick. Billick's mentioning that Violina does have it marked on her tracker, so she did make it up the stairs. She now has plenty of keys. She's got a red ring, so it's not going to... Oh, this room's gross. So it's not going to be super terrible. We got the potion at the ready, which I really, really like. This is a good idea. Clear what you can, get down to the beep strats, hit that button, and then finish clearing the room. Yeah, Kurita, the white sword is the white sword item. So she's got it, it's visible. She's already found it. It is a slight mismark, but it's not one of the ones that's gonna like cause you issues. Oh, look, a bomb upgrade! Compass for Violina, which is gonna point her in the direction.
You'd love for that place to bomb, but nope, not quite.
Yeah, it's a force flag in the tourney, Sam. Alright, so we gotta clear this room. It is going to get us another key, which is awesome. And I would almost pick that up. I mean, we don't have the money to be able to get the blue... We don't get the blue ring at this point. We don't have the funds for it, but... You know, it's not a terrible thing to have. Extra bombs. This is the Triforce room. Violina with red ring, a ton of hearts, and white swords shouldn't have a problem. She's also got 8 bombs. Not that I'd use them yet.
I apologize, chat, for the tracker mismark. That was on me.
Moon, you're doing double duty. You shouldn't have to apologize for anything, especially covering a race this early on a day where, you know, other people could not.
I just love to do this. What can I say?
I mean, heck, we had to get help from Aku Heish to even get the... By the way, big shout out to Aku Heish. One of our rookies was able to get us set up on the SpeedGaming channel.
Absolutely. Thank you, Aku, again. Violina wants back in 8, by the looks of things.
She's going to get the Triforce. She's going to get the Triforce. She's at a full health refill. I don't remember what the room was, but it wasn't nice. So I like this. She's got the red ring also since the last time that she was here. Alright, here we go. Violina's like, alright, game, I need this Triforce. I'm going for it. Just avoid everything else and beeline straight there. I'm wondering, Violina, when she got into 7, was it a transport staircase, or was it just like the forced path was over towards that Triforce?
Wasn't 7 her first Triforce?
I think so. She got it really quickly, so I don't remember. And yeah, chat's pointing out that Y-Colin just had a really nice bomb force in the room a couple above the bomb upgrade. Again, Y-Colin, she was participating in the vanilla speedrun tournament just a little bit ago, so she's got some really good mechanical skills going on. And well, speaking of vanilla, welcome John Taven and Raiders.
Violina heading right for Triforce, as you mentioned.
She's been in the room. She was in the room, but it was something she couldn't clear at the time. Yeah, see, she got into the room with a couple of hearts. She didn't have the red ring. She took a bop from the floor, a bop from one of the Gibdos, and couldn't actually survive long enough to get through, to get the Triforce out of the other one.
So just 2?
She's got to go back to 4, which I think we already know where the Triforce is in 4, maybe? She might have gotten the compass. And she's got to go to the top corner, which is where she's headed now, because she just whistled to 6.
Yeah, that's just fortuitous right there. Wait, did I just see boat bomb upgrades at 7?
Yep. Yep, oh. And they're cheap. I mean, we could have had them, but oh, well, no, grab the Triforce by Colin.
Doesn't have the ladder.
Oh no. Alright, it's okay. This should hopefully send her back in the direction of 4. It's okay, as long as she didn't mismark 4 on her tracker, then she should be okay.
I mean, not only that, but at the same time,
you don't want to have to go back and get that. 7 is, you know. It's okay. We're about to see where she's going. 4 was just a couple of screens away from their start screen, so I'm really hoping she didn't end up mismarking. And maybe on the plus side, this sends her back into 3, and she can get a bonus red ring. Even though it's not what she actually needs to finish the game, it would help out greatly, especially when she gets into level 8. But it looks like we're going to 5. Or this open cave. Oh no, this isn't any road. We're, okay.
One of them led directly to start, so there's really no telling where White Colin wants to go right now.
Alright, this is the right area. She's gonna do some more bombing. I don't know that she ever did the screen that was right below this. Now, unfortunately for Violina, we know that she's not going to be able to bomb out of this room. Because it does force your path, I can totally words, it does force key usage back through that T room. Yeah, there's the banana. We don't want that.
Well, you've got arrows.
I'm gonna actually pull up White Colin's stream real quick on my other monitor. I love 3 monitors. 3 monitors is amazing, by the way, to see. Yeah, she doesn't have 4 marked. She hasn't marked. No, she does have 4 marked. She's headed there. Okay.
Well, that's going to be a blessing.
She hasn't marked. She hasn't marked. I don't know what she is still searching for. Maybe magical sword?
Potentially.
But yeah, she did have it marked on her tracker before the ad for a car started rolling. So, I think she's using Z Helper, possibly? So, I was like, wait, hold on, how do I read this? Because it's not my tracker. I like this ladder usage from Violina to catch the Wizrobes in, like, the good pattern, as White Colin is going to go back into level 4. Oh no! Alright, there we go. We caught the fairy. Now if we had a boomerang, we could have caught the fairy a little bit quicker. But yeah, there are some rooms where Wizrobes will get stuck in a pattern because they don't know what to do with the new, they don't know what to do with, like, the moat rooms or things like that. Because they're not in there in the vanilla game. This is one of them that you can sometimes catch them in a really nice pattern for you where they just keep going in the certain path and you just take them out. Really good, hopefully. Hopefully good ladder clip here from Violina. We've already seen her do one today, so I know it's possible. Those bubbles are not making it easy, though.
There's also the possibility that
Yay!
there's the ladder for White Colin. You're an hour 8 in, your 6th Triforce is in. You might start to feel the pressure.
Alright, maybe, yes. I mean, this ladder for Y Colin's actually really good. This is gonna help her a lot. She has to go back to 5, which, if she hasn't found 9, is going to find her 9, because 9 is pretty much 2 screens away from 5. Good potion usage from Violina.
Another smart play from White Colin wants to find the other item, and it turns out you need that other item.
Oh yeah, sadly it's not in this room though, but she's doing a good job taking out the Gleeok in what is one of my least favorite rooms to fight it in. It's gonna get her a key and a fairy.
Lots of keys in this 5 as well.
Yeah, I mean the keys are not terrible. We other than the very beginning of the game where we found 5 and couldn't get through that key door, we haven't really had a lot of trouble. Nice clock for Violina. We haven't really had trouble finding keys.
Triforce for Violina in 5. That's 7 on the board.
Alright, now
left is 4.
and she doesn't need any items from 4. So unfortunately 9 is up here. 4 is all the way back near start. So I think what we're gonna see is Violina maybe up an A, head back to start, because we still need to get the Triforce out of 4.
Or Letter Mountain, which is an any road to get us
that
much
works.
closer to 4.
Yeah, that works, because there wasn't really anything good to whistle to. Like 3 would take you kind of in that direction, but not close enough. Good use of the red candle here in the pancake room. Ah, rude game. I knew we had seen it.
Not today at 11, I suppose.
See,
And
game's a jerk.
Violina won't be coming back for any shot at it.
Alright, there is the Triforce in 4 for Y Colin. Now, unfortunately, we know she needs to kill the Manhandla in order to get her silver arrows. So thankfully, she's going right back in. Still missing bow, still missing silvers, still missing a couple of other items that would make life a lot kinder. She just has to, you know, bomb a Manhandla. And there will be silvers. Just to think it was the Manhandla.
It is.
There's the map. So again, we have Sam the Eagle waving at us. Alright, so Violina just needs the Triforce out of this level. She's already gotten the items. The flexing arm of justice because it's also an eagle. Okay, Unpundun. I like that. Okay, Violina's gonna pick up some more keys. Use one to kind of just shortcut in here. This is what she needs. She doesn't know it yet, but she should have just picked up... Yeah, open your inventory. There you go. You heard the sound. Look at the silver arrows. Leave 4. You're done.
Also done with level 4 is Violina.
Yeah, I mean, she just needed the Triforce. Now, again, the unfortunate part, but fortunate because level 5 is up here, level 6 is up here, so she can whistle back to 9.
Now, another thing that's in play now, that's 8 Triforces. She's got her ticket to 9.
Yeah, and she knows where it is because she's whistling right up here.
And here we go. First of our runners into 9 at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 30 seconds. It's violina23.
All right, Moon, what are we looking for here in level 9?
We're not looking for the silvers today, so we're looking for the roar in the door. The roar being the roar of Ganon, which will be heard if he's in a room that is 1 room away from your current one in any cardinal direction. Wait a minute. Another thing to note is that Ganon's roar can be easily concealed by other bosses, notably
Yes.
Patra.
Yeah, I didn't hear the clip, but I don't have the best audio at the moment.
That's true, but to finish my explanation, the door is a single shutter room, just like this one, that won't open up when all the enemies are killed.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like that she's clearing this. It would be good information.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look, we found a Zelda.
Yep, that is the door right there.
Zelda and a transport. But yeah, to kind of touch on a point in chat, Colin does have a lot of catching up to do at this point. The bow is pretty deep in 8, and she still needs the Triforce out of there as well. We've got to go back into 7. We've got to go back into 5. Thankfully, she knows where the Triforce is in, I believe that was it 7 that was ladder blocked?
Yep, 7 was ladder blocked.
Yeah, so she knows where it is in 7, but you still got to walk the entire way there. And missing bow still, she may actually make the choice to dive some of the items in 7. Violina's going to find that the game says, hey, you, take the transport stair.
Overburning keys this early in a 9?
Yeah, I would. I mean, this at least gets you a couple of rooms in the other direction. Now, when you're looking for Ganon, you kind of want to try to walk as straight of a line as you possibly can. Either straight up, straight across, because that's going to give you ears, basically, on the rooms of both on both sides of where you're walking. So it kind of gives you a pretty good general idea of where he may or may not be. Though, you know, again, if the game doesn't give you any bomb walls, key doors, or transport staircases, you take whatever in the world it does give you. There's the Triforce out of 7 for Colin.
And, okay, this level 9 is at best unfriendly. This is...
Well, it's got a very forced path in its mind that it wants us to take. Alright, Colin has the Triforce out of 7. We're recording, so I'm wondering if we're going back to maybe 5, because we can record her to 6 in order to get to 5. Yep, we're going to 5. Okay.
Finally, I would love to see a map here. Nothing doing.
I think all of us want to see the map here, just so we can play the Name of the Inkblot game. Though another option with where Colin is right now would be to turn around and go to 8, but that gets you kind of stuck in the Lost Hills for a bit. And Colin has seen 9 because that's where it is. And the cave is open. Okay, back into 5 we go.
No, thank you, says Violina. She might look into that transport. No, she's still looking.
I mean, I would want to maybe try bombing some of these walls, get some ears on it, you know, see what... Okay, let's see if she goes ahead and does a clip around this block. Nope, alright.
Yeah, if I'm Violina right now, this transport hopping is slightly uncomfortable, I want to say.
Well, see, I like to... Everybody has their own personal strategies when it comes to 9. Unless I'm in a 9 that's really oddly shaped, I like to keep going until the game makes me take a transport staircase. Especially if I'm still looking for Ganon or items like silvers. That's just my personal preference. A lot of runners will actually go ahead and they'll take every single transport staircase because it eliminates the staircases and gives you a broader spread, you know, of level 9. All right, we're gonna see a ladder clip here from Colin, just to kind of shortcut the room. Good job.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, at least we can kill it. We got red ring, we got white sword. And yeah, that is the point I was trying to make on Pandan. This 9 in particular is saying take the transport staircases or take all of these key doors because it's not giving us any other options at the moment. So yeah, let me tell you, it always feels really, really weird having to switch from one to the other. Like for me, oh, there we go. We got a bomb wall, guys.
Oh my goodness. And
a roar.
Oh, we've got a roar, and Violina knows the location of Zelda. If she finds Ganon, time may be up for Colin in this race.
The problem being is we have 3 options for bomb walls and only 2 bombs.
Yep. What do you got, Violina? Nothing in the first. Nothing in the second.
And there's no guarantee that it will actually open even if it is Ganon. So we know the general area of where Ganon is You know, we know he's in one of the 3 rooms surrounding the room that we're in right now. But there's no guarantee that we'll be able to... Oh, hello, Shiny. Alright, Y Colin, meanwhile, she's got to clear this room. She's using the door strat. I like this. Wait until the orange whiz roads get close enough. Go ahead and hit them. We're gonna pick up a wand out of level 9, so now we really have a lot of amazing offense going on. I think we saw some... Was it Vires?
Maybe? We've seen a lot of stuff in this 9 already. Fortunately, these blue gorillas will not drop bombs.
I think she's just trying to clear the room fast. It's an hour and 19 minutes in. If the average finish time for these is anywhere between like an hour to an hour and 20 minutes, you have to be a little bit concerned.
Yep. And don't look now, but Y Colin's got 7 Triforces.
Alright, so here's what so for Y Colin, there is still a second item in 5. But she needs to go into 8. 8 has a potential of 3 items. We know that the bow's in there, though it's buried deep, deep in the back. So I like the fact that Y Colin is leaving 5 behind. She has the recorder. She can come back, go into 8, get that last Triforce you need, and there's a higher percentage of a chance that the item you need is in that level. We know it's 100% chance.
What's the move, Violina, after that? Up A.
I think she might be looking for a bomb shop in the area.
Yep, and that's, I believe you're absolutely correct. Does have the any roads available to her if she needs them.
Though, unfortunately for Violina, she can afford 2 packs. If I'm Violina, I also would really kind of want to check potion prices, just to have one as a backup, because I believe she's already used both of hers.
That's entirely possible. I can't say I entirely remember if that's fact.
Alright. Oh, gosh, this is such highway robbery. And yeah, I saved the bombs. Save the bombs before you go back into 9. That way, if you go into 9... Thank you, J-Money. If you go into level 9 and you end up with absolutely nothing and you use all 8 of your bombs, you know, that way you just resave. You retry, get your bombs back, check some new walls. Alright, Y Colin heading back into level 8.
Violina's gonna beeline it back to where she hurt Ganon. She has 1 bomb and 1 weapon. If that happens to be it.
Yeah, then she's good to go. Like, we know that this is Zelda. You kill Ganon, up an A, you're done. I just realized that I accidentally closed the race room when I closed Y Colin's stream. Alright, meanwhile, Y Colin, I would skip this room. There's no reason to clear this. Just gonna go ahead and use the key door.
There you go, CD.
Alright, I got it. We're good. I just had to reopen it. I have 3 monitors. I opened up, when we were trying to make sure that Y Colin hadn't mismarked 4, I had opened it up in the same one that I have race time in. Thank you, though, Moon.
Not a problem.
Here we go. We're kind of taking, I think this is a slightly different path.
Not entirely sure about the path itself, but certainly heading towards the same direction as earlier.
Alright, here we go. We're going to take the transport staircase. Now the wand, Violina is making really good use of the wand. You got the wand, you got the white sword. If you manage to hit both of those A and B buttons in the same single frame tap, you get damage from both the head of the wand and the white sword. It's amazing. It's like having a free magical sword, just, you know, not.
Just the timing, though.
Well, I mean, it does take a little getting used to, yes. Alright, so for Y Colin, she needs to go. I want to say the bow was in the top right-hand corner. Alright, let's bomb this wall. It opens! Is it Ganon?
No.
It's not Ganon! Ah, womp womp. Now bomb down here. Like, 100% bomb down here. Bomb down. Bomb. Violina. Bomb down. There you go. Hey!
Well,
there's a potential path.
Yep. And
Alright, so now we know Ganon is to the right.
yep. You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
now again, I'm gonna try again to either bomb down or bomb to the right. Don't take the transport. Don't take the transport!
That's not a transport, it's a container. It's a heart container.
Okay, try bombing into the... There you go. Try bombing into any of the rooms that are adjacent to this one. Because you never know when the randomizer is going to make you take this, like, all sorts of wonky path just to get into where Ganon is. I think that's a little higher, Sam, but I can't really tell without the map. Alright, so we need to get, there you go, bomb right here, see if you can get there. Yep.
Oh, this gets interesting now.
Now Ganon is to the south right now. So again, try bombing south. If you can't bomb south, take the key door.
Wow.
Mark that this is a potential transport staircase. Oof.
Well, at least these are bomb droppers.
They are. This is actually really good. We finally found the bomb droppers in 9, if they will cooperate. Y Colin is doing a... Oh, she did... Oh, good. She got the Expando Patra, so she should be in good shape to take out the rest of the Patra.
Oh, my goodness. Violina's down to 1 key. This could be a huge pain, especially...
I mean...
Well, this is not a staircase. Due to the shutter on the north side.
Alright, so we got a staircase heart in level 8, which makes the items heart, heart, and a bow. And I think it's definitely worth it. There we go, we got the compass. Now, I think she needs to go north to get to where the bow is in 8. I know it was all the way in the back. I just don't remember if it was on the same side as the Triforce or if it's gonna be on the right. And we need to get through that Patra, possibly. Bottom right? I don't know. It's been a really long time since we found it. All right, good job from Y Colin to make use of the lag to take out these orange dark nuts. These guys are jerks. Good bomb. Yep, that's gonna get 3. Now the room all of a sudden is gonna start moving at regular speed, which is kind of trippy.
Uh-oh. Out of keys for Violina. This is a problem.
Now this is when you just start taking all the transport staircases you can. That's all. Alright, so Y Colin is down to... Okay, you got a sword stab. Oh, jeez. Invincibility frame, grab that Triforce, because you can't candle boost into it. Oh, man.
Violina got caught the same way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's the mummies mixed in with the corner turrets is like, alright, really? And it's one of the times where having a boomerang is fantastic, because you stun him, walk into your Triforce, and leave. Good Canana key from Violina to get through one of these key doors. Now you gotta make sure you walk back through the door to save that you opened it.
And she just remembered.
Alright, so we've seen the wand in 9. You know what would be really, really nice to have here in level 9? The Any key.
We've seen another heart container.
Oh,
as well,
really?
so
I forgot.
No dice on that one.
See, it was wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking because at this point we need some keys.
Okay. What are you doing?
It's doing what the game does.
That's not. But
There's
a key. But
Yay!
a key that might
Yeah,
save
but we're
it.
in a key door room, and we might need it because that would let us over in the direction of Ganon.
Yep, you're right.
I would use it. Grab it, use
Yeah,
it.
I think you have to.
Go. Try bombing. We're not going to be able to bomb.
Yeah, you have to use it.
Go. Use it.
Oh man, I can totally feel the. Oh no! Wait, does she remember where
Oh,
Ganon?
she tracks. Oh, we've only got one bomb left, so let's hope this is the right one.
It is.
Yay!
And at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 56 seconds, Violina has her Ganon sighting.
Yay! And we already know where Zelda is, so barring something catastrophic, this should be okay. As Y Colin gets her Triforce out of level 8, I don't know if we see her go back in for the bow, though.
Yep, she might. Well, bow can't be a 9. Oh,
well, no, the thing is she's got items in smaller levels. She's got outstanding items like the red ring in 3 that she doesn't know is the red ring in 3. Really good Ganon fight here from Violina. She's getting some intermittent stun locking, but he's dancing.
1 to go. There it is.
There we go. All right, get your Triforce of Power.
Bacon for breakfast. Sounds about right. And 2 rooms to Zelda.
Yay! All right, so, yep. Y Colin's going to get the same sad news that we got a little while ago on Violina's side, that we cannot, in fact, pick up the magical sword with that many hearts.
And meanwhile, get your GGs in, everybody, for your winner here today. Violina23 with a finishing time, official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, even.
I gotta like those even numbers. That's kind of fun.
Absolutely. And another point to make, with that win, Violina23 will clinch a spot in the bracket round.
Yes, that is fantastic news. That does mean that she's moving on. It's, you know, it's amazing. It's nice to know, especially this early. She's only played 2 of her 4 matches.
3 matches, actually.
Oh yeah, sorry, 4 people, 3 matches. Again, I haven't finished my tea. It's still sitting here next to me. But to answer a question in chat, why Colin could not actually pick up the magical sword, in the randomizer it changes the amount of parts that you need in order to be able to grab it. And welcome and GG's to Violina.
Hi everybody, thank you.
How about that 9?
Oh my god. What made things worse, which you couldn't see, is that I accidentally mistracked it somehow, and like my upper part of my map was not matching up. So
Oh, no.
I started to panic a little bit because I was like, oh my god, if I, can't trust my map anymore. But thankfully I finally found that bomb hole, so.
Yeah, that was, we were like, oh no, she's out of keys. We just used the last key, and then you came through that staircase with the key door on the left, and I'm like, oh yes, this is perfect. And then it was like, just use the key door. It's gonna be okay. And then you were down to 1 bomb, and we're going, all right, game, don't be a troll.
Pretty much. I was just like, it's like, if this doesn't open, then I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
But,
it was definitely a thing. But yeah, this is a really, there were quite a few good Kanana keys. There was a great Kanana key attempt that the game just said no on with the orange dark nuts. Y Colin right now is in the room with the red ring, so hopefully she clears this. But yeah,
well, that's the thing. That's where I know, some of the pros might not have gone back for that red ring, but I was like, nope, need it. Want it.
I mean, we know we saw a blue ring shop, and you guys both at one point had the money for it, except for, I think Y Colin did not actually clear most of Death Mountain. As soon as she found level 1, she was done.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not going past it. But we were trying to remember where the blue ring shop was. So no, I wholeheartedly agree with going back and getting that ring, especially after you had already seen... You took a death to the Triforce room in 8, I think was the gift.
Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. That hurt. I thought I could bump right in. I thought I could hug him and get the Triforce, and someone else hugged me first. So
yeah, you had there was a sequence. I think you got hit by a floor fireball, and then that took away a little bit, and then you sword stabbed one of the Gyptos, but another one was like, yeah, no, smack.
Pretty much. And the actually the blue ring shop was right next to level 1. It was up in Death Mountain also. So I kept thinking, like, I want to go and get it, but at that point I was on the other end of the map, and I was just like, you know what, if I can get a chance to get back there, I do want that ring, because I am still very much at a level where the rings, especially in these seeds, because it's first quest overworld, I'm like, I'm all about that ring. I'm all about the jewelry for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm about anything that'll keep me alive. Guys, we do have a forfeit from Y Colin in the race room. They're not going to be joining us for words today. But just make sure you give everybody a follow. It's some seriously amazing Zelda play this morning, especially from people who are in what is called the Rookie Rumble. So make sure we give them a follow, give them some support, because really this was a really, really nice race to watch, especially this early in the morning.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Was it close, or I obviously haven't seen.
It was Violina, and I've got some good news for
Awesome.
you. With that win, you've locked up space and spot in bracket rounds.
Well, I think we are. I'm going to get a new opponent because I think Space Drake is because of I don't think they were quite prepared enough, and I think he pulled out of the tournament, and I think they might be putting somebody new in their place, so I might have to replay.
Oh, is that
somebody new? I'm not really sure how it's going. I'm kind of up for anything because I'm doing this for fun, and I'm not doing this for the pride of just placement in a tournament. So, oh, sorry, that's the cat.
Hey, morning, kitty.
Yeah, sorry, she decided to walk. Yeah, she laid on the side of my keyboard a couple of times, and I was listening to what you did not hear is my 10-year-old daughter next to me constantly reminding me how cute the cat is, in case I didn't already know. And telling the cat how cute she is.
Oh, see, I think that's the best cheering squad. You had the 10-year-old daughter and the cat.
And a cat.
This is perfect. This is perfect. But yeah, so I guess we'll be looking forward to see exactly how that plays out.
I mean, again,
next couple of
I'm
days.
up for anything. This is, my kids are off from school. I work part-time, so I'm kind of like, I'm up for anything, and I'm trying to be as flexible as I can. But this was really fun, and I'm excited that I didn't completely panic. So,
I mean, this seed was it's definitely interesting. You had the early advantage because you made it into level 4 with a sword.
Yes.
Not Violina. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Violina. Y Colin. I haven't finished my tea yet. Y Colin did have some really great overworld exploration. She had a lot of knowledge about the dungeons, but the way she routed it, it took her a lot longer to get back to the cave where the wood sword was.
Right.
But at that point, it still wasn't like that much of a difference. What really kind of started to swing it into your favor was when you were in 4 the first time. You got the ladder. Before you knew you actually were going to need it later on, you got the ladder and you got the silver arrows. So there's 2 really big items that you don't need to clear dungeons looking for. And then the first time in 8, you find the bow. So it's like, this is really good. Y Colin found the power bracelet first. She found 2 first. She found 6 first. She's actually joined us in chat, just saying, thank you to Violina and the staffs and the viewers. Seriously, Y Colin, you did amazing. For somebody in the Rookie Rumble, I mean, again, we're watching a race that it doesn't look like rookies. You've got really good combat. Your overworld routing, you were making the best of what you had at the time. You really, other than a couple of little trolly things, you were not that far behind.
Yeah, GG's, Collins. It was really fun to play you. And I appreciate that we were able to work out a time, because I know that it's really late in Japan right now. So as much as I was, joking around about being sleepy over here in the morning, I'm not playing at midnight, so.
Yeah, it's actually really, really exciting that, we're getting this international reach for Z1R. So we have Y Colin, who is playing from Japan. We have people playing we've got people playing in France. We've got people playing in Sweden, because, King Doll and Tom J. So it's really exciting to see just how inclusive a community that we are finally getting to be. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. Like I said, I'm pretty new. I sort of discovered this on YouTube, watching some of the old tournaments in like 2019 or 2020, and then I would just lurk on the channels watching some of the races, and it's been really fun. So then it was kind of nerve-wracking to attempt to do it myself, but it's been really a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's you know, it's just one of those. It takes a great game that we all love, and it makes it new and exciting every single time you play.
Exactly. That's the thing. I
mean,
said this on the race that I had a couple days ago, just that, like I grew up with this too. I mean, I'm aging myself, but like, I had the game. I had, my friend and I would sit there and like try to figure out Second Quest and get confused and call Nintendo Power or like send them letters and be like, can you please help us? And then they'd be like, sure, give us money, the usual.
I think that may have been something that we asked, that my family asked for, like as a birthday present, was like to be able to call Nintendo Power once. Because man, that was expensive. That was crazy. And I remember being, I want to say like 6 or 7 or 8. And yeah, I trust me, I get the aging part. I have a cake day coming up next month. And I'm just going, no, this is evil, and we should just ignore it. But it's just so
my
nice.
cake days in a few weeks too, and I'm okay with less attention the better. But it's
exactly. But it's like it's so amazing to be able to take, and to take the game that we remember from kids and just get it to be a whole new experience. Plus, we have one of the best devs out there. We've got Fred, and the amount of work that he's put into the randomizer over the years, the amount of care and attention and detail.
It's fabulous. It's
so
great.
nice. Mm-hmm. And we have such an active community between Lorgon making Z Tracker and Quest Wizard making Z Helper, and just the amount of people who are more than willing to answer all the questions and things like that. It's an awesome community. It's a great thing to be a part of.
Absolutely. And thank you for being so welcoming, everybody. And answering all of my crazy questions on Discord.
Trust me, some of them are fun. Like when we find a new question, we're like, yes, this is amazing. Or like when we find, like Fred was actually talking in, so a fun channel in the Z1R Discord is the suggestions channel.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
Yes, they were talking about changing the orientation of some of the boss enemies.
Oh
so,
boy!
Like you could walk in from a right-hand door and have a Cleoc facing you.
Oh jeez.
This hurts my brain. Like this physically hurts my brain, but at the same time, I'm going,
Well, mirrored overworld. Just I can't process mirrored overworld. I know, like that's one of those lives where I'm just like, I don't think I could do it. Yes. I would wander around aimlessly and be very confused. I had to do my first one because it was the co-op battle royale that I was in with Z1R and both of the seeds were mirrored overworld that week, and I'm just going, oh no, this is gonna be terrible. My brain would explode. It would just completely explode.
The first time I tried to ever do one, like I couldn't even get 3 screens in because my brain was just like, no, I cannot do this. But anyway, sorry guys, we have a very action-packed night of Z1R for you. I sadly will be missing most of it because I am making cookies. Yeah, but we have a ton of races. I don't think we have channel assignments or staff, so if anybody yet, for a lot of them. So if anybody feels like volunteering, pushing buttons, talking about random things in video games, then make sure you pop into the Z1R, the Z1R Discord. You can go into the Rookie Rumble section and ask for the volunteer tags, and somebody will be more than happy to help you out. But I want to definitely... Sorry, go ahead, Moon.
For those of you curious, the night of action begins at 8 p.m. with a pair of matches, Pedantic Potato versus Gambit Dragon, and Pretty Dragon 77 versus Billick.
Now, those should be some interesting races. Sorry, I'm pulling up the schedule in the background, but yeah, we have a lot of question marks on our schedule right now, so if people have free time, and you want to talk about food, cookies, and video games, or all sorts of fun things in video games, then make sure you drop on by. But I want to give a big thanks to our runners, violina23 and Y Colin, for what was a very, very interesting and well-run race. We definitely want to thank again Aku Heish for getting us set up in SpeedGaming at very little notice at a very early time of the day. And a big thanks to Moon Risen Phoenix, who was not only doing commentary with me, but he was also doing the tracking in the background. So big thanks to Moon.
And thank you, Sadie, for commentating with me. I can't do all the commentary and the tracking alone, so big thanks to you. Big thanks to Violina and Y Colin for the
Sorry,
race.
that was my phone.
GG's to both of you. Thank you to the Speed Gaming community for allowing us to restream the race and the tournament on their channels. And thank you to especially the viewers, because without you guys, we don't get to do everything we love with this game.
Yeah, most definitely. But all right, guys, we'll look forward to seeing it later and have a great day.
All right,
Take
good
care,
night,
everybody.
everyone.